Okay. This will be an interesting one. Don't know how big. Look, actually work out how big we can do it. We only need an approximation in this particular type of demo. So I'm trying to decide 200 or maybe we'll go with that. Come on, Konica. Fuck you. Anyway, no, we don't want that. This user interface is a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. It's just Konica Minolta's stupidity. Stupid gimmicks. Not even giving us any new features, but just fucking making this stupid user interface that is really difficult to control a lot of the time. It really is. It's not easy. It's a fucking pain in the ass. I just don't like it. But that's how they've made it. They're not terribly intelligent. They just love money. So you got to see the stupidity in the people who commissioned this. In particular, the CEO. If the CEO had half a brain, he would say this is a dog's breakfast. Make something better. But he's not. He's an idiot. He just makes fucking shit. He just allows the design. I'm sure he tells people to design this on a low budget and a narrow time frame, which means you're not going to get anything of really inspiring or new or exciting. They just want to make it harder for you to use it, so it seems. They just think that this gimmicky user interface is similar to a mobile phone, so therefore people will relate to this machine better than they do to previous models. But I think the previous models, like the C353 that I used to have, the tab style system was a lot better. And it was similar to a computer with its tabs. But anyway, we're going to photocopy this. So I'm not happy with Konica Minolta and their stupidity. I have no respect for the company. I don't respect them, folks. I just use their products because, hey, there's not many products that are any better than KM. So you got to take the best product you can, even though it's still, in my opinion, I only give it 2% out of 100. The rest of it's shit. So I'm not happy with the way Konica Minolta make this bullshit. Anyway, that looks interesting. Look at that. That's a really nice arch. I really like the way that looks. So, and you can see there and there. So I think we're going to use this. So we're just going to piss off this original. It's going in the rubbish bin. And we're going to start using this one. I think we need to do a bit of work on it to make it look better. So now we're just switching it to copied paper. Going to turn off the enlargement. We're going to give it a little bit of enlargement. So let's just kick off the old enlargement. We're going to call it 104 and 104. Right, and we're just going to have to line this up over the ear. We're going to overlap it and enlarge it. We don't want any large borders on our copy, so we have to overlap and just enlarge this bit off. So we just go and shut that. I'm wondering what we're going to do with it colour-wise to make it more interesting. I'm wondering if I should have done a better colour. So I'm wondering if what we're going to do to this piece. I'm thinking yellow may not have been the best colour for it, to be quite honest. I don't know. Wondering if we're going to leave that on and we're going to do something different. So, going to keep that the same. We're going to add a background colour to this now because we're going to reverse it. We're going to reverse it again. So, wondering what colour will make this look actually. So, I don't know what colour. I'm going to have to take an educated punt and we're just going to throw in some magenta and see what happens. So I'm going to basically revert this back to positive, but it's going to be distorted colours. Colours are going to be absolutely distorted. So let's see if we can make these distorted colours look really good, and then we can turn that into a mirror image. So let's see if we can further distort the colours. So yeah, wondering, we used magenta. I don't know if I like this. It looks too I don't know. I like it and I don't. So I'm wondering if we're going to do anything more. We used magenta, so I'm wondering if maybe... It's a tough choice. It's so hard to do this, to make these look good sometimes. Sometimes it's really difficult. So I'm wondering if we're going to go here, and what colour are we going to give it to make it look more interesting? So what colour are we going to make it? Wondering if we're going back to yellow or red. Maybe yellow for this. I don't know. This is tough, and we've got to work out how to make this look better. This is really not easy, guys and girls. So maybe the hue can go to the centre, and let's see how we go. Let's try that again, this time again with yellow. See if we've got yellow, if yellow comes out a treat with this. Okay, that looks interesting. The green looks more full. I can't see much of the yellow, just a little bit there. So it hasn't got much to do with the rest of it, that much. So there's a little bit of yellow just there. I think we're going to take out the yellow. I don't think it's really there's no real point in having it because it's not showing up much anyway. So it does look nicer now with the new adjustments I did to the colour adjusts. So we're just switching it off, and we're going to run this job now. It's a lot nicer looking. You just don't know how these things are going to happen. These machines are difficult to tweak. But I do push it way outside the normal realm of usage. I don't use these photocopiers like a typical office worker would, or even a person at a library who's just photocopying some information out of a book or a newspaper or whatever else they have. I'm not a person who's photocopying a passport or anything else like that, or legal documents. I'm just a person who just wants to be creative and have fun with what technology we have, however highly defective it really is. And it is defective. It's really badly designed, but it's all that we've got. We've only got the companies that make them that we have. We haven't got any new players in the field. Oh, we do. We have, I think Samsung recently joined the game, and then there's another company which is even more obscure. I forgot where it came from, but it was called, I forgot the name of it, but I've never heard of it until I saw it on Facebook. And so there's not many new players in the game, and you can almost bet your bottom dollar that the new players are not really doing a good job, that trying to perfect the technology, even though Konica Minolta makes shit, even though they are far below what I expect a photocopier should be. But because they've had experience in the game, it's sort of better than these new players. I heard that Samsung's photocopier offerings have too much plastic. We had a toner head complain that it had too much plastic when he pulled it apart. He got a second-hand Samsung photocopier, and he discovered to his horror when he pulled it apart that it had too much plastic. It was really plasticky, according to him. So he's another example of a toner head who just does not like the status quo of the industry. And yes, he found the Samsung machines were just too much full of plastic. But that looks really nice, pretty much. Whew, I think now we can call this one quits.